No, I've got it. Come on. I heard the last one.
One thing we've learned about students in public school today who have difficulty is that they often do not belong to anybody. They don't have a significant adult in their life that will advocate for them, that will be there for them, that they get to know. So that's a very important service for youth, and it makes a real difference in keeping students in school.
I don't really like no adult separation, you feel what I'm saying? Like, cause I got real bad trust issues, cause one minute they say, oh yeah, I'm here for you, but when I got a problem, it's like, they don't care, that's not their job description, they're not gonna help me, they're not gonna give me advice. So I'm like, so why should I trust anybody? So I held that grudge with Ms. Jones until I finally realized like she was the only grown-up that was there in the school district or whatever that was gonna help me and tell me the right stuff to do. So that's why I call her my Jones, because she is a mother that I always wanted. I understand that I got a mother, but it's like Ms. Jones is that mother that give me real good advice. Like, she don't care if I feel bad about it after she give it to me. It's what I need to know, and if I'm going to listen, I'm going to listen. If I'm not, I'm going to get the hard end of the stick. So.
You can develop a relationship with an adult, a mentor, for example. It can make all the difference in the world. It's vital.
I was born Erica Colette Walker, March the 7th, 1960. I'm old, okay? I just look good. I am an exceptional children's teacher, or an EC teacher, at Northern High School in Durham, North Carolina.
What we have each week is Kids Club. We play with the kids for an hour, and then we do a Bible lesson, we sing songs, and we do memory verse.
I'm part of a group that comes out on Saturday mornings, and we are affiliated with the Summit Church. And what we do is just spend some time playing with the kids.
I get paid to teach, but I do more. I get to know my kids, and I listen to them, and I befriend them.
So how did you meet Miss Jones?
Well, it was the second semester of my freshman year I met Miss Jones. I was an EC student, and I was on Miss Snipes' caseload, and she was not able to handle my outraging
behavior.
Yeah. So she dumped me on Miss Jones.
No. That's not what happened.
I adopted Miss Jones.
I buy clothes for kids. I buy food for kids. It's just whatever they trust me to know that they need, and however I can help them, that's what I do.
Anytime we needed somebody to talk to, we know who to go to, and that was Miss Jones. And she always gave us the best advice on what to do. Like, yeah, we done ran away, and she told us to, like, just go back and try it again.
She just has the ability to reach them and get them to do stuff that you wouldn't think an outsider would be able to get them to do.
Why do I call you Doughboy?
Stay fresh.
I love you like a fat kid loves cake.
I heard that before. Yeah, that's Miss Jones. Yeah, she cool. And then I asked my brother. He was like, yeah, she cool, but she wanted to see y'all succeed.
You grew up in Durham, North Carolina?
Yes, I did.
Why would you call where you grew up the hood?
Salina is it's like, it's the projects. My stepping stone. Bright Town, I saw things that I was not supposed to see back in my days. Guns, drugs, like the fashion lifestyle. It was around me every day, so man, this is what I grew up to be. You know, young man just trying to make it somewhere. That's about it.
Jiggle. Bounce with it. Let it bump though.
Just, you know, again, something simple as just spending time and being interested in what's going on in their lives. You know, a lot of the kids here have a variety of very difficult backgrounds, and you know, it's just a matter of just being that person to love them and to say, yeah, hey, I love what you're doing. I appreciate how was your week. Tell me about it. I found it building in that relationship aspect of things is what's made probably more of a difference for me and some of each of the kids. And then they start giving you a hard time, you know that they've accepted you and that they really have taken you sort of in, and you know, that's what it's all about, I think, is those relationships for us.
I have 2 biological children and 1 quasi-adopted child. She was a student of mine at Northern that God told me that I needed to take into my home.
My name is Brandina Bullock.
How did you meet Erica Joins?
We met at Northern High School 2007, my freshman year.
How did you get to the point of staying with Miss Joins?
Well, I mean, like I stated before, she was my case manager first, and then I was aging out of the foster care system, and I didn't have anywhere to go, and so she took me in, and that's where I've been ever since.
Child Brandina Bullock was on my caseload. She was labeled as a BED student, behaviorally emotionally disabled. And I met her. Oh, she was horrible. So many of my kids initially are horrible when I first meet them. But I see the diamond in the rough. I see the glass is half full and not half empty. And I don't know. I just didn't give up on her. I don't give up on my kids.
You and you're gonna love me. Oh, you're gonna love me. Yes, you are. You know, I have everything I could possibly need. You know, let someone else have that opportunity.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, my mom works so hard for everything that she's given us, so it's like it would be selfish for me to be like, well, my mom works this hard and she should work this hard just for me. It's like, who am I to say that she can only work as hard as she works just for me? Like, she should be able to spread out her efforts, and I'm glad that she does spread out her work efforts. Belle, like, she does work after the bell all the time with all these kids, like every single day. Like, Northern ends at 2:30, and like often I'll get home at like 6 and mommy's not even home yet because she'll be either working on her other jobs or working with kids or working with the step team or all the things she does. Like, she just does so much, and I'm so thankful that I can have someone in my life who does that and works for me and also does it for other people. It's just a great thing.
Most of these kids come from single parents. They're mostly single moms.
I came from a single parent home. My dad moved out when I was about, I'd say about 7 or 8 when I started to have behavior issues when he left. I always think about that, where I would be if I hadn't moved in with Miss Joins and her family. Probably would have gotten pregnant, maybe and had a baby. Maybe been strung out on drugs. Because, I mean, I don't know. You know, I know what I know now because of her and her family.
College students can help in the same way we're just talking about, and that is volunteer their time in the schools. You can actually call a school principal if you wanted to, if you knew a school in your neighborhood, and just introduce yourself, tell them you'd like to do some work with students.
What we want to do is to empower them, not come in and do things for them.
Everybody needs validation to be told that they're here for a reason, that their life has purpose, has meaning. And if it's for no other reason than for me to say I love you, then that's why you're here. And so many of my kids, they don't feel loved. And I love them. And I feel that they love me too. And that's it. Would you miss me if I wasn't at Northern?
Yeah. Why not? You're Miss Jones.
I'm from the school of the hard knocks. We must not let outsiders violate our blocks. And my plot, let's stick up the world and split it 50-50. Let's take the dough and stay real jiggy. Let's sip the Chris and get pissy. Flow infinitely like the memory of my nigga Biggie. Baby, you know it's hell when I come through. The life and times of Sean Carter, nigga, volume 2. Y'all niggas get ready.